not only military operations but also humanitarian work as well.
Plus also being connected into that big communications and intelligence network called Jericho.
Absolutely.
Folks, just taxiing down in front of the main display area, you've got Paul Bennett in the Wolf pits, leading Glenn Graham and Glenn Collins in the pits S111, I believe it is, or is it? No, S1S. S1S, thank you. I sit corrected. So they're taxiing down to get their aircraft into position before the show. Give them a bit of a wave. These boys are going to show you some very spectacular formation aerobatics. You can also go and find more Paul Bennett goodness down at the, he's got a trailer here near Aviation Alley, and they've got a lot of merchandise and equipment, and they're offering rides around the country in various locations.
And lovely segue there to rides. Anybody that got here earlier this morning would have been seeing that fantastic Mustang flying, and if you wish to go for a Mustang flight, there are still some slots available. They will be flying tomorrow. But in addition to the flights tomorrow, just the local area ones, they are also flying back up to Caboolture. Now, we thought there were going to be 3 legs on that, but there are actually 4 legs. So if you wish to do an extended flight in the Mustang, it's heading back home. Get on to Dave. The number is 0402 788 980. Or you might have seen some of the little brochures around for Mustang flights. Fantastic cockpit shot there. Get onto that. info@mustangflights.com. So there are a couple of phone numbers that you can reach them on, but certainly worthwhile and an absolutely fantastic experience.
Now, of course, none of these displays here today would be possible without aviation fuel, and we'd like to thank our major sponsor here at Wings Over Illawarra 2016, of course, that's Shell Aviation, proudly supplying aviation fuel for nearly 100 years, and we're sure for many, probably another 100 to come. We really do thank Shell Aviation for supplying all the fuel for all of the displays that you'll see here today. Also our media partners, Win Television, Wave FM and Power FM. If you'd like to say hello to the DJs, they're located just near the Gold Pass Grandstand, and I'm sure they'd love to see you when you're wandering down the Aviation Alley there.
right back to those days. And there are some fantastic jumpers here. These guys are all instructors at the parachute training school.
They certainly are, mate. And at parachute training school, that was formed back during the 1940s. These days it's operating at Illawarra at HMAS Albatross. But the parachute team themselves were formed first in 1974.
For example, if they were dumping off drums of fuel, these fuel drums would be laid side on rather than end to end. They would back up very quickly into a spot and then hit the power again, and all of these drums would roll out. I remember talking to Bill Pike about the operations, now sponsoring and supporting the two Caribous that are flown down here.
Well, that's fantastic news. It's good to hear that we're getting support from the Air Force for these ex-Air Force aircraft. Generally these aircraft are running with 1450 horsepower Pratt & Whitney R2000 14-cylinder engines, which is the same that you're going to see a single engine attached to the Trojan, the T-28 that will be flying later in the day. That has one of these engines, and I believe it's pretty similar to one of the engines that's on the Yak-3.
Yeah, the Yak-3 is powered by the R2000, and it sounds funny. It really goes like greased lightning, but it still sounds like half a Caribou.
Yeah, it is kind of strange. But we enjoy that. It's all part of the fun of flying. You get to see some amazing aircraft, hear some beautiful noises. And if you were downwind from Connie this morning when she started, smell and experience some of that oil as well. A number of people have made the mistake of being downwind of a large radial when it starts up.
It is certainly a beautiful sound, the sound of round, but with radial engines, if they're not either burning the oil or dripping it, then they don't have any.
That's the one. Here he is coming in for another short landing here to the south.